Ever since I was a little girl, my life has been, well, different. My name is Bipasha, and I'm just your average ninth grade student, or so I try to be. My father, Bipul, runs a small cosmetic shop in our town. He's a quiet man, always smelled of sandalwood and soap, the kind of scent that was supposed to feel safe. My mother, she's the reason things were different. She wasn't always well. Her mind would sometimes drift away, leaving her in a world I couldn't reach. Most days were calm, but some nights the storm inside her would break loose. One particular night, the storm was worse than ever before. It started with a low hum from my parents' room, a sound I had learned to dread. It grew into a wail, then a crash. I heard my father's voice, calm and steady, trying to pull her back from the edge. "It's all right," he kept saying. "I'm here." But his words were like pebbles against a tidal wave. Her screams became more frantic, more aggressive. The sound of glass shattering made me jump. I pressed my ear against my bedroom door, my heart pounding a frantic rhythm against my ribs. I could hear things being thrown, my father pleading, and then a heavy thud. Silence followed, a heavy, suffocating silence that was almost worse than the noise. A few minutes later, there was a soft knock on my door. It was my father. He looked exhausted, his hair was a mess, and there was a deep sadness in his eyes. "Bipasha," he said, his voice raspy. "Your mother, she's not well tonight. I can't stay in there with her." He hesitated, looking down at his feet. Can I sleep in your room tonight, just on the floor?" I was stunned. This had never happened before. No matter how bad things got, he always stayed with her. My room was my sanctuary, the only place that felt truly mine. Having him in here felt like a violation of an unspoken rule. An uncomfortable feeling coiled in my stomach, but I saw the desperation on his face. I nodded slowly. "Okay, Dad." He grabbed a spare mattress and a pillow, laying them out on the floor beside my bed. He didn't say another word, just settled down and turned his back to me. The house fell into an eerie quiet. It wasn't the usual peaceful silence of the night. This was a tense, charged stillness, like the air before a lightning strike. Every creak of the old house sounded like a footstep. Every rustle of the leaves outside my window sounded like a whisper. I tried to distract myself, pulling out my phone and scrolling through videos. I kept the volume low, the tiny screen casting a faint glow in the darkness. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see my father's form on the floor. He was supposed to be asleep, his breathing even and slow. But something felt off. I lowered my phone slightly, pretending to be engrossed in a video, but I watched him from the corner of my eye. His shoulders weren't relaxed like someone in deep sleep. And then I saw it. In the dim light from my phone, I saw his eyelids were not fully closed. They were just slivers, and through them I could feel his gaze fixed on me. He was watching me. A cold dread washed over me. Why was he pretending to be asleep? Why was he watching me like that? My breath hitched in my throat. I quickly locked my phone and plunged the room into complete darkness, pulling the covers up to my chin, my heart hammering against my chest. I lay there for what felt like an eternity, my eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling. I was too scared to move, too scared to even breathe too loudly. Then slowly I turned my head. In the pitch black, I couldn't see anything, but I could feel his presence. And then it happened. His eyes snapped open. I couldn't see them, but I knew they were open. I felt them. It was like 2 points of intense energy directed right at me. He didn't move. He didn't speak. He just stared. The silence in the room became a physical weight, pressing down on me, suffocating me. The man on the floor, the man who was supposed to be my father, felt like a complete stranger, a predator waiting in the dark. I squeezed my eyes shut, praying for morning to come. I must have eventually fallen into a restless, fear-filled sleep. I woke up with a jolt. The digital clock on my bedside table glowed with the numbers 3:14 a.m. The room was still dark, but something had woken me. I listened. I heard a faint, almost imperceptible sound, the creak of a floorboard. My eyes darted towards the floor where my father was. The mattress was empty. My blood ran cold. Where did he go? I sat up, straining my ears. I saw a sliver of light appear from under my door, then disappear. A moment later, it reappeared, then vanished again. Someone was in the hallway, flicking the lights on and off, on and off. What was he doing? The rhythmic switching was hypnotic and terrifying. Then I heard the faint creak of the floorboards again, coming closer. My door opened silently and a dark figure slipped back into the room, settling back onto the mattress on the floor. He didn't make a sound. He didn't offer any explanation. He just lay there, as if nothing had happened. When my alarm went off the next morning, sunlight was streaming through my window. For a moment, the terror of the night felt like a dream. But then I looked at the floor. The mattress and pillow were there. The blanket rumpled as if someone had just gotten up. But my father was gone. I called out, "Dad?" No answer. I got out of bed and noticed my window was slightly ajar, which was strange. I never sleep with it open. And there was a smell in the air, a faint, cloying, unfamiliar odor. It was slightly metallic, slightly sweet. It made the hairs on my arms stand up. I walked out of my room, my sense of dread growing with each step. I peeked into my parents' bedroom. My mother was sitting on the edge of her bed, staring blankly at the wall. She looked calm, too calm. "Mom?" I asked tentatively. "Where's Dad? Did he go to the shop early?" She turned her head slowly, her eyes looking hollow and distant. She looked at me, a strange, knowing smile playing on her lips. "Your father?" she said, her voice a low, raspy whisper. "He never came to our room last night, Vipasha. He never left my side." My heart stopped. "What? No, that's not possible. He slept in my room, on the floor." My mother's smile widened, becoming something unsettling, something chilling. She leaned forward, her voice dropping even lower, sending a shiver down my entire spine. "Are you sure," she whispered, her eyes boring into mine, "that the man in your room was your father?" The world around me seemed to tilt. The memory of the night came rushing back. The silent stare, the strange behavior, the open window. Who was that man? If it wasn't my father, then who or what did I let into my room? What was that thing that slept just a few feet away from me all night long? And the most terrifying question of all, where is my real father?